Hello amigos, RadiShineAmigo here. I was recording like 11 minutes of this and my mic was muted the whole bloody time. So I'm annoyed because this level takes 30 minutes. This isn't fun. And now I'm gonna have to repeat everything I said. Basically, we've got playing as Sailor Venus right now. Sailor Venus is my favourite character. I've said this before, and you know before. But, yeah, I've already said why I like, she's my favourite character. I already dwelled in a bit more again, but that didn't fucking record. But, yeah, her name is Minako Aino, and as you can see on the little spotlight screen when it was showing off the level we're in is the Silver Millennium Kingdom, which is a place that lies on the moon, and it's the setting for the past and future of Sailor Moon, and they kind of like, you know, they go into it later on in later seasons, around about S-ish. I think it's S. Yeah, because Pluto's in it. Wait, no, it's R. It's R, okay. Yeah, because Pluto's first seen in R. But, I was going on about something else, wasn't I? Before I started rambling on about that. Oh, Artemis is, the white cat that you see with Sailor Venus. Sailor V is her original identity, that she used to go under. And you can see posters of Sailor V in the very first level of the game. If you look in the background, you can see statues of Sailor Moon in the background. It's Princess Serenity, or the Moon Princess, but Sailor Moon is the Moon Princess. It's pretty obvious if you've seen the anime, and if you haven't seen the anime, don't think of it as a spoiler because it's bloody obvious. I mean, Moon Princess. Who's gonna be it? Oh, probably Sailor Venus, because she's related to the moon, right? Yeah, Sailor Moon. I was about to say Venus again, though. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the stuff in Sailor Moon is pretty obvious. Like when they try and like, I don't think they really try and make it hidden, to be honest. Because later on they go like, they have something about Chibiusa. Chibiusa is a character that you see later on in Sailor Moon R, and they go on about they go on like this arc about Chibiusa's mum. And they try and save the kingdom that we're in, and Chibiusa's mum needs saving as well. And they have these flashbacks, and Sailor Moon, her mum looks exactly like Sailor Moon. It's like, yeah, I wonder who she is. So yeah, stuff. I don't think this anime game, whatever, really likes to keep things secret. Something I do like about Sailor Venus is that she has a whip. And it leads for some pretty long-range attacks. So attacks have less power, but overall, I think it's one of the best. I'd probably say Mars is a bit better, just because her attacks are a bit stronger, plus they're long-range. But Venus is my favourite Senshi, so I honestly don't mind this. And I do really like this music. This music's awesome. I'm not sure if I went on about it in this recording or the last one. It was probably in the last one that didn't record because my mic muted. But basically, this music reminds me of one of those little wind-up box things with like a little thing spinning around inside of it. I could imagine like having a toy of like Sailor Moon and it spins around because it's wind up. You wind it up, spins around, and it plays this music. And I was going on about how that would be pretty cool, and Japan's probably already done it because it's Japan. God, I really feel like I'm repeating myself. I also like the music in the next stage, which we'll get to that stage soon. Now, Sailor Venus actually has her own little backstory. It's in her own manga, though. They don't really dwell much into it into the actual series. Oh, I remember, I also said that when the Senshi get hit, they sound like they're saying Tiara. And then I started making a Moon Tiara action reference. But, yeah, she has her own manga, which dwells more into like Sailor V and everything. All you really need to know is that Sailor V is basically the first hero of the like the main five. Like she appeared before Sailor Moon, and she was acted like a popular superhero, kind of like how I guess how like Superman or Spider-Man or someone is portrayed. But in the universe that Sailor Moon's in, Sailor V actually does have her own merchandise and stuff, and she gets her own anime, and her own manga and series, and her own video game. I believe, I think it's a picture of the new series, but Sailor V is reading her own manga in one of the pictures. I think that's the case, or it might have been one of the movies, actually. Yeah, I think it was the movies, actually. I think it was Sailor Moon S. I might be wrong. I'm getting my stuff mixed up, but I'm pretty sure that in the same picture you've got Usagi reading the Sailor Moon manga. But yeah, so yeah, I'm not going to dwell too much into Sailor V's past, just because it's more of like a different series than the actual anime Sailor Moon. I was going on about the story though last time I was recording, the story of the original Sailor Moon, and basically it starts off, you have Queen Beryl, and I think it's Beryl. I'm gonna have to quickly look. I did this last time actually. Yeah, okay, it is. Just something about it just doesn't sound right, so I always have to just check it up a second. But yeah, she's a leader of the Dark Kingdom in the first arc. Like, she's the main bad guy, and she orders people around. She sits there for 45 episodes doing nothing. She's a very boring villain. I don't really like her, in all honesty. But in the anime, she's not that great, just because it pads it out. You have like the first villain who goes, because she doesn't go out there, she orders other people. So the person she orders will be like 20 episodes fucking up over and over again, and the queen just goes, okay, cool beans, try something else. And then it's like, oh, sorry, I failed. Okay, cool beans, try this. Okay, I will. Sorry, I failed, I'm so sorry. Oh, cool beans, man, we'll have pizza later. Do you want to try this tomorrow? Okay, maybe she's not that chilled out, but that's kind of how it comes across to me. And then later on, you know, she actually just goes, how dare you, you know, you're a failure, and then she basically just destroys them. And that's when she actually comes off as quite menacing, and I quite like that. But because the anime kind of pads it out, it's just, yeah, you know. The funny thing about the bad guys in the first series is that they actually like die and stuff, whereas quite a lot of the other ones, pretty sure like all the other ones actually, from, I might be wrong, most of the other ones, Sailor Moon and like don't actually try and kill most of like the villains. Like there's the two in the filler arc in Sailor Moon R. They basically become good and realize what they're actually trying to do, and then you have the 4 sisters, or I think 2 of them are sisters. There's 4 women in Sailor Moon R at the end, and they revive them and make them they see their ways and they become good. And then you got like the ones in Sailor Moon S, Super S, yeah, I know the ones in Super S definitely do, because they're Fisheye, Fisheye, Hawkeye, and Tiger. It's something like that. I'm sorry, I'm not really looking much up because I just want to get through this video. But when I actually get to Let's Playing them games, I will, you know, double check and stuff. But I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Let's just spam the Crescent Beam for like an hour. Sorry, 30 minutes. There. This just feels so much more longer now that I'm about to re-record this. I feel like it should be 20 minutes in already. Do 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 do. Yeah, something I should say. I should stop yawning first. I die quite a bit because the enemies have quite a lot of health, and they hit me quite a bit because of that, and yeah, I die like 2 or 3 times during this level. In this game, you get free continues. There is an option to give you a different amount of continues, which is good. I usually go for free. I don't usually play this game on hard, and I could really wish I didn't play it on hard now, because I didn't notice it was this long. Like, I kind of just recording it, I was like, oh cool, that just felt as long as the other ones. And I thought, okay, probably about 15 minutes apart. And I get to this one, 30 minutes, it's like, okay, you know, I could have watched an episode of Sailor Moon that time. But, yeah. The new anime comes out very, very soon. I believe Saturday it comes out on apps for the iPhone, like Crunchyroll. And then Sunday they're gonna actually bring it out on like websites and stuff. That's what I read anyway. Unless, you know, the person I read it from is a complete liar. If so, then how dare you? But yeah. We're very close to reaching to the next section. We're also very close to, you know, getting to my bloody screensaver, because I completely forgot to get rid of it again. Place into a beam. Oh, here's something fun. I could open my password. Do. And there we go. That's a good idea. Kick your desk. And here we are. We're in the next part. I actually quite like this music. It reminds me of something. I don't know what, but I just really like it. Now, despite this being an ice level, there's no ice physics. It just kind of moves along like little... those things in the other level last time. I can't even remember what they're called. Moving tiles. I'm so tired. It's so hot. Oh yeah, I was going on about the story, wasn't I? But yeah, basically, the people that the Queen orders around, they could basically have to steal energy. For some reason, they only attack Tokyo. Or Japan. Tokyo, mainly, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so they basically attack Tokyo, which is in Japan. And, for 2 of you that don't know. And they steal energy from people. They foul every time. And then later on, you've got these, like, 7 orbs, and then you bring all the orbs together. Sailor Moon's looking for them, and then after also the bad guys are looking for them. And, which I quite like. It gives it more of an objective feel, because some of the later ones don't really give it as much of an objective feel, and I didn't like it as much. Like, I could at least stand watching it. But I mean, it's not like I can't stand watching it on some of the ones. Like, in a Super S, the bad guys are looking for Pegasus, and they've got these like mirrors, and they have to look for like a golden mirror of dreams that holds the dreams of Pegasus or something. And the Sailor Senshi have no objective, from what I remember, for like the majority of it, and it just doesn't. It just feels a lot more tedious watching it compared to this. Not to say that I completely hate it, you know. I do like it. It's just, it's one of the weaker seasons in my opinion. I also not really too fond of the second half of R. I like the filler arc in R. It's actually one of my favourite parts of the anime. I just really like the character between the 2 villains in the arc, and I'll dwell more into that when I get to like those games and stuff. I don't really want to spoil too much. I'm kind of spoiled most of it actually. But yeah, there's these 7 orb things, and when they bring them together, eventually they make the excuse me, there, I just got a bit interrupted. I think I was talking about the moon healing escalation thing, where they have. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but they have the 7 orbs that they have to collect, The bad guys try and find them, and then the good guys try and find them, and they both grab a certain amount, and then they try and get off each other, and then they eventually come together as one. Sailor Moon's moon healing escalation is basically used to heal those that, you know, that need healing because they've gone like bad and shit. When all the orbs come together, it adds a little crystal on top of it, and then that's what turns her into, well, it's what shows you that she actually is Princess Serenity, you know. So yeah, there's that. I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm too tired to look stuff up. I said it earlier and I'll say it again, it's hot. I do really like the music in this, and I just got a message from my friend of a picture of Sailor Mars saying my body is ready, and just because of the fact that Sailor Crystal was out, well, coming out soon, so yeah. I'm sorry, I really don't know what to say. It's a beam up game. You can punch guys, you know that. You can also whip people. Fun fact, in beat 'em ups, people get hurt by physical contact. Did you know that you can move in this game? I am pretty sure that there are special attacks you can do by holding down the attack button. Oh, did you know if you press the jump button, you actually do that? It's pretty amazing. These tiles moving to the right and left clearly move you to the right or left. I will say I like the backgrounds. The bit at the top with the blue and the white is kind of iffy, but the icy like mountains and stuff and the water look really nice. It kind of reminds me of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And I just remembered what I could actually talk about now. I could talk about what this place is called. I know it is a place inside the Dark Kingdom. I'm just going to quickly get out the name just in case. But I'm pretty sure... Oh, it's called D Point. D Point. The letter D, then point. And it's a location inside the Dark Kingdom secret base. And it's what essentially go through to try and get towards the Queen. And something that shocked me quite a bit when I first watched the anime is that all the Senshi, except for Sailor Moon, die in this place. So yeah, I guess it's not really spoilers, seeing as we're in this place, and if you got here when you was watching the anime, then you would have known that, so say goodbye to Sailor Venus soon. I think I'm gonna cry, because she's my favourite. Just give me a sec. Sailor Whip! They should have done that, like make her go Sailor Whip, although that'd get really annoying. Kind of like how in the anime, you got Sailor Moon, she goes Sailor Kick! I did find that quite funny. Like in, this is completely like, kind of off topic, but in One Piece, they have Luffy go, an ordinary punch! I'm pretty sure it was One Piece. Knowing One Piece, they do something like that, so. Yeah, I'm just thinking this stuff trying to make me laugh at the moment because I'm just bored. I don't know what to say. And if I was doing this live, it'd probably be even worse because I would have even less to say. Yeah, if you can hear me typing every now and then in the background, I'm talking to people. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't know what to say. Sailor Moon is a series, guys. Should watch it. Trust me. Let's see, is there anything I can, like, open up, like, you know, talk more about this. What's the time? It's like almost half 5. You know what? The boss that you fight at the end of this is called Gesundheit, not to be confused with Gesundheit. I'll go over some random trivia about him. Gesundheit's name is likely derived from a variety of spodumene known as kunzite. He and his comrades were supposed to be serving Prince Endymion Mamoru Chiba as the 4 kings of heaven. Yet after reincarnation, they were lured to the Dark Kingdom's side. Mamoru is Tuxedo Kami-sama's real name. Gesundheit is mentioned in Chapter 8 of the codename C'est la vie manga by Dan Barit. He mentions to Vivian that Gesundheit-sama has overlooked the Dark Agency's many failures. Oh, sorry, I said I wasn't going to say anything about Sailor V, but I kind of was halfway speaking into that, so I thought I may as well finish it. In one of the pictures from the art books, Gesundheit is paired up with Sailor Venus. Interestingly, both Gesundheit and Venus are leaders of 2 alignments. Gesundheit is the leader of the Shintenno, while Venus is the leader of the Sailor Senshi. So yeah. He's aged 25 to 26. He's a male. He's human. Yeah, quite a few of the other like characters, like the villains, aren't actually in aren't actually human. Like I was going on earlier about like a tiger. I think I was going on about it. I might have been going on about it when I was recording and I missed it. But basically, there's someone in Super S and they're not actually humans. Tiara, moon, tiara, action. I don't think I should explain this, but okay, obviously I'll explain the rose heals you all the way fully, no matter how much health you got. But the keki, if you pick up the keki, you actually get healed fully as well. Because cake is amazing and shit. And according to like anime and shit, girls love keki. So yeah. Not everyone loves keki. Keki. I don't know what I'm on about. Can you tell I have nothing to say? I've still yet to edit the footage for the last level, so that better not be longer than this. This is like a marathon. Crescento beam. Still 7 minutes, guys. You know, I got a DVD here, so I'll read what's on the back of it. One day, Usagi Tsukino, clumsy second-year middle school student, stumbles upon a talking cat named Luna. Luna tells her that she is destined to be Sailor Moon, champion of love and justice, and she must search for the fabled Moon Princess. Usagi finds friends that turn out to be distant senshi as well, and together they fight to save the world from the certain doom brought upon by the Dark Kingdom. Queen Beryl, the general's Metalia. So yeah. And the best part about the Sailor Moon DVD is that I actually have a sticker on the back saying that it's Power Rangers Mystic Force, so whenever I think of Sailor Moon I always think of Power Rangers now. So yeah. So that wasted like a minute. But that did actually remind me of something. In the first dub, because there's more than one dub, so I think there's like 3 dubs of Sailor Moon. Like, you know, they continued going, but like halfway, like a part of it they stopped, and another company got it, and then etc. etc. I think it's one, or it might have been two. I know there's definitely 3 voices for Sailor Moon. They're making a new dub, which is going to be more true to the original. Sailor Moon, I think it was S and Super S were pretty true to the original, but I still think that they kept the changed names. So it's not completely true, but I guess they kind of had to keep the same names, otherwise it would confuse people. But Luna sounds like she's from Britain, and she sounds British in the original dub of Sailor Moon. And the original, she might still sound like it in the other ones, but I mainly remember sounding like it in the newer ones. Oh, here's some nice information from you guys. At the point of this recording, it is 5:27. That's in BST power region. And did I just say power region? Well, British Standard Time. Well, I guess I'm not wrong. But just got sent a picture, and apparently on Crunchyroll, 17 hours from now is when Sailor Moon Crystal starts, which is the new anime. So yeah, watch it. Look forward to it. They're releasing, I think, 1 episode every other week. Crescento Beam! Something that actually kind of confused me, and if those of you might be wondering, my life count, I died in the last section, so obviously I went down from 5 lives to 4. So when I went into this section, I started with 5. Right at the end of the last section, I got an extra life, and I think that was just for defeating a certain amount of enemies. Because, you know, I kind of like how when, like, say, Sonic, you get some amount of points and you get an extra life. I think it's like 50,000 or 5,000. Probably 50,000. So, yeah. How about I bring up some quotes? That should be fun.
What you guys should definitely do, even if you don't really watch Sailor Moon, look up Sailor Moon GIFs on Google and Tumblr and shit. This is funny. But yeah. Okay. Ignore a bird if you can hear it chirping in the background. For love and justice, the pretty soldier suited Sailor Moon. In the name of the moon, I will punish you. And then Sailor Mercury goes, Agent of love and exams, the pretty sailor suited soldier, Sailor Mercury. Douse yourself in water and repent. And a Sailor Mars, Agent of love and fire, the pretty sailor suited soldier, Sailor Mars. In the name of Mars, I'll baptize you. And she does like a little point towards the screen. Or technically towards the enemy. Jupiter goes, Agent of love and courage, the pretty sailor suited soldier, Sailor Jupiter. In the name of Jupiter, I'll punish you. Agent of love and beauty, the pretty sailor suited soldier, Sailor Venus. In the name of love, I'll punish you. Yeah. So hire me for the new dub. Now this boss is bloody annoying. I die a couple of times on this guy. My throat is getting really sore. I can't wait for this to end so I can have a drink. But this guy is just so annoying. Basically he does a little forward wave attack like that. He kind of looks like he's about to hug you, and all of a sudden a random wave comes out of nowhere. What I recommend is trying to go up to him and throw him, or throw his enemies at him. Problem is, half the time when you walk up to him mainly,
he hits you, and it's bloody annoying. If you try hitting him with his whip, with your whip, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of like the first boss. The good thing about this boss is it's actually quite difficult. The bad thing is that it doesn't feel difficult, it feels fucking hard because of the fact that it's cheap. That makes no sense. It doesn't feel difficult because it's hard. Oh dear. Can you tell I'm like worn out? But yeah, this boss doesn't feel difficult because it's hard, guys. Yeah, sometimes the whip doesn't hit it because it's cheap. The collision detection is bad sometimes. A part of me thinks that it's intentional, but blah blah. I'm yawning. I really don't like it. It's like the worst edition. That really could have done without. You know, it's a beat 'em up. You don't stop me from beating them up. It's like playing a racing game, but making it so as soon as you start up the car, you know, like Mario Kart, where you've got the little the lights go off and you have to hold down the button in time, and then after you get a boost. Imagine doing that, but as soon as you do that, your engine explodes. Basically what this is. Yeah. Now, her whip, when you do a little spinny round thing, it actually does quite a lot of damage, so I would actually quite recommend doing that. Even though it gets rid of health, I personally do like using it as Sailor Venus. Don't go away, we'll be right back. We almost beat this boss, guys, don't worry, we just got to cry a bit. Don't worry, the more you cry, the more likely you're going to beat the boss. Something I should actually say, Sailor Moon can actually defeat enemies by crying, because the little things she has in her little dango shaped buns on her head, if he cries too much, she makes like ultrasonic waves come out of them, and it actually hurts the enemy. It's pretty hilarious. And that's our level done. Fuck you, Tuxedo Comments, I'm actually about to give me a D. Oh, Usagi, you jealous? Venus got the D. I'll see you guys next time. Oh, I should have made that joke.